Welcome to today's Think Bombs session. I'm Saskia Graville, I'm the Deputy Editor of Red Magazine, and I am delighted to be introducing our panel of Think Bombers. Three women who I admire hugely, each of them wise, witty, and I'm hoping inspiringly provocative. Today's theme is breaking boundaries and thinking outside the box, and our speakers have just 5 minutes to blast us with their thoughts. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the wonderful Camila Batmanghelidjh, the founder of 2 children's charities, The Place to Be and Kids Company. Camila is a fierce advocate for some of the most traumatised young people in the UK. Social Entrepreneur of the Year, Businesswoman of the Year, Most Admired Chief Executive. I would also add that she is always the most wonderfully dressed woman in any room. Please welcome Camila Batmanghelidjh.
I knew it was a very unique day today because I was supposed to bring my mobile phone, and instead I brought a nail varnish. What I wanted to talk about today was this notion of philanthropy, because I feel that something perverse is happening to it in this country, and I wanted to explore with you why that might be. The origins of the word philanthropy is really about being in the experience of someone else. That is the true origin of philanthropy, the actual word. And the idea is that if you are in the experience of someone else with them, that you will work out their needs through a visceral, empathic experience, and that you will assist them through their challenges so that they can be elevated to the same level of equality as you, so that there is a sort of universality about the relationship, a kind of capacity to be with each other with equal power and equal possibility. And as a community of human beings, we have a need to be attached to other people. It's actually embedded in our chemistry and our way of being. And in fact, if you look at neuroscience research, moments when people feel connected to other people and they feel loved and they feel they belong, what happens is you release a lot of oxytocin, which is a good mood chemical that then cascades other good mood chemicals in your brain. And in the process of feeling connected, even if you're exposed to a lot of stressful situations, the stress response in your brain doesn't get as activated. So in a way, being with others in community and in kindness is a really important part of our ability to be human in a satisfactory way. So if kindness and being with others through empathy is a natural gift that we have, what are we doing that it's sort of going wrong? And I think what we're doing is we've stopped being with the experience of another human being in a compassionate way. And what we've ended up doing is being with other human beings, often through our own hatred of ourselves. And what I mean by that is that we're distorting philanthropy because we're beginning to see people who have needs as failing, as lazy, as not worthy of support, as people who are not getting up on their feet and doing what they should do. And I believe we've ended up in this position because actually it comes from a position of self-disgust and hatred of ourselves. Because if the moment we see need, our first response is, that's a lazy person who's not helping themselves, what we're doing is we're distancing ourselves from that human being and not being able to imagine that their need is actually genuine, and we're not tuning into our own vulnerabilities and imagining vulnerability in another human being. Instead, we're tuning into our own trickiness, our own divisiveness, our own manipulation, and imagining that someone in front of us who has need has those characteristics. And then what we do is we become punitive, sanction-driven, moralistic, and we actually generate a greater power discrepancy between ourselves and the other human being. And in that process, we keep ourselves supposedly morally elevated and them morally diminished. And in this gap that we create separation, and we actually attack our own ability to be in community in a compassionate way with another human being. So to conclude, what I would like to suggest is that as a country, we go back to the genuine spirit of philanthropy. Because if we don't, not only those who need help are being deprived, but we are also being deprived of the best possible feeling in the world. Thank you.